finish later than half an hour, let's say, because it's quite close to dinner time for European stomachs. So it's important to keep on. Thank you. So just maybe the best is following the program. I'm going to start with Sebastien. Of course, you already know him. So please, Sebastien, your presentation is towards a more practitioner-oriented research, and you will explain us about the example of fire in project in Australia.
Well, almost. Thanks, Edward. I will keep that as short as possible for sure. Just a couple of slides, just because it's late, so we need very simple slides. Actually, during 20 years, I was on the left side of the pictures, on your right side. I was a fire officer and was just thinking that I was the best in dealing with fire, and that there was this strange world of crazy researchers that were doing the research. They were getting money to do what they think was good, and we didn't need this. And after, I moved to the other side, and I became like a researcher. I did some research, and I met these guys and girls who are thinking or thought that firefighters are just stupid guys who are doing with their experience and don't understand anything in scientific world and research and everything. So is it the model we need? Obviously not. We need something more lovely collaboration between both, between research and practitioner world. So I don't say I have the perfect model to present to you. I just want to share a couple of things. Last year, I spent 1 year working in Australia doing research, and I don't know if my Australian colleagues are still in the room, but they could say more than I will about that. But just to inform you that in Australia, there is this bushfire natural hazard CRC, and this center of excellence that was built in 2013 was granted a 47 million Australian dollar budget running during, I think, 5 or 7 years anyway. And Australians have the money. And the way they did things is just, they say, well, this is this money on the table, and we'll give that money to research, but only if you research, do program that will answer responders' issues, responder gaps. And the way they do that is that every 6 months, every project funded by the money from the CRC has to be confronted to responders' point of view and discussed, and well, it looks like it's an interesting way of doing things. And then to finish, another thing, in Europe we don't have money, as you know, but sometimes we can have ID. That's the way we think. And so we started this European Horizon 2020 project, which the name of is FireIn, working in Pau Costa Foundation, but also in Safe Cluster in France. I am coordinating actually this project, and the Catalan Fire Service is also part of the project. What is FireIn? FireIn is a 5 years program dealing with different topics, search and rescue, structural fires. Wildfire is one of the topics, natural disaster, and CBRNE. So all the topics that the fire agency has to deal with. And the idea is that, first of all, we put the practitioners all together and say, we ask the question to the fire agencies and practitioners, civil agencies and everything. What are you need in the term of research and innovation? What do you need? Second step, when the practitioner said these are the needs, we say to them, okay, we'll first screen what's the solution on the market, because you as practitioner probably don't know everything that exists every project. So we do a screening. And third, we are doing now a request of ID to fill the gaps between both. So just to let you know that this type of projects exist, and my hope is that we are doing better now in Europe, and this idea to have more practitioner-oriented research is a good way to address this gap between research and practitioners. So just two ways to deal. Thanks.
Many thanks, Sebastien. This is helping a lot to try to keep on time. Next presentation is with Nuria about Pau Costa Foundation. I would like to take the opportunity to explain very short experience on that, because I was the year that was founded Pau Costa Foundation, where I participate also. I was coming back from USA on a field trip with Domingo Molina, and we learned there in USA a lot about this kind of platforms like Pau Costa Foundation. So this kind of foundation that helps to make bridges between actors and to disseminate and I was thinking, wow, something like this could be totally necessary here in the Mediterranean and in Spain. So, and the idea of the Pau Costa Foundation was there. So it just was very close to the idea of the need of this tool for the community. So please.